everyone, welcome back to my channel. So let us resume our class. After a long time we are meeting here. So we'll discuss here exercise 6.3. So first we'll understand what is similarity, then we'll understand difference between congruency and similarity, and then we'll discuss some theorem. Next theorem only. Okay, so let us discuss. So what is similarity? What is similarity? So see this figure. So similar figures, this suppose this is two giraffe. One is long and another is small. And there is two butterfly, one is small and another is big. So means similarity means same size but same design, same thing, but their size should be different. Okay, so this kind of shape is called similarity. So if I take two square, suppose this square is, suppose this square, let me take this pen. Suppose this square, each side is 5 centimeter. Okay, each side is 5 centimeter. Here also 5, here also 5, and this is the square with side 3 centimeters. But they are both square. This is also square, this is also square. But if their sides is different, this kind of shape is called similar shape. And suppose this is equilateral triangle, this is also equilateral triangle, and it is side of 5 centimeter and this is 3 centimeters, suppose. So both are equilateral triangle because they are having same side. This is 5, this is 5 also, this is 3, this is 3 also. So this kind of figure also called similar triangle. Means if the figure or geometrical shape is equal, not equal, exactly equal to each other, but they are similar, they are same kind, this is called similar shape or similar figure. Now let us discuss difference between the congruence and similarity. So what is congruence? Congruence we have learned already in the class 9. So congruence refers to shape that exactly same and both in size and shape. Okay, exactly same size and shape are exactly same to each other. This type of figure is called congruent figure. On another hand, similar shapes have the same shape but can't be different in size. Okay, we discussed in the previous slide. A shape can be same but in different size. So two shapes are congruent if they are identical length for all corresponding side and corresponding angle. They are essentially exact copy, even if one is rotated or reflected. Okay, next two shapes are similar if they have the same shape but not necessarily in the same side. They can be same shape, square, but size is not equal to each other. So the ratio of corresponding side are equal and corresponding angles are congruent. This kind of figure is called similar figure or similar geometrical figure. So now we will discuss some theorem, and before going to the theorem we will discuss criteria of similar triangle. So what is the criteria of similar triangle? So two triangles are said to be similar if their corresponding angle are in the same and corresponding side are in the same ratio, that is we know proportion. We know suppose A by B equals to B by C, or you can say it is C by D. C by D means A is to B, C is to D. If they are equal, their ratio is equal, then you can say A, B, C, D are in proportion. We know. So that is in triangle. Suppose this is triangle A, B, C, and that is triangle D, E, F. Clear? So this is two triangle. So if angle A, this is angle A equals to angle D and angle B equals to E. Suppose angle B equals to E and angle C equals to angle F. Then this is one condition, and the second condition is that AB by D, this side by this side, and BC by EF, this side by this side, and CA, this side by DF, this side. So then two triangles are similar, and symbolically we can write triangle ABC symbol. This is the symbol of triangle similar. triangle DEF. ABC is similar to triangle DEF. This is symbolically we can represent. Okay. So next first theorem is that if in two triangle, suppose this is two triangle ABC, and suppose this is DEF. Okay, corresponding angles are equal, then their corresponding side are in the same ratio. Same ratio means they are in proportion, and hence the two triangle are similar. So what is that? If the corresponding angle means angle A equals to angle D, suppose angle D, angle B equals to angle E, and angle C equals to angle F. So this is angle, angle, angle. Three angle is present. But if we can say, if I say angle A equals to angle D and angle B equals to angle E, angle E. So we can say the same, result. That means their sides are in ratio. Means I want to say if you can find the three triangle is equal to each other, means they are obviously equilateral triangle. Each side is 60 degree. So they are, in this case we can say their sides are in ratio, means AB by DE equals to BC by EF and AC by DF. We can say this result if their angles are equal. But if I say angle A equals to angle D and angle B equals to angle A, then can you find this same result? Yes, answer is yes. Because why? Because we know the angles and property. If we can find the two angle, then if I minus 180 minus this sum of two angles, then you can easily find out this angle. Okay, so means if I find two angle equal to each other of both triangle, then also we can get this kind of result also. Okay, that's why this particular similarity criteria is called angle similar criteria, and this is called AA criteria, angle criteria. Both are equal to each other. Well, most of the student is confusing about that angle and angle is different to each other. No, there is no difference. Clear? Next theorem 6.4 is that if in two triangle sides of one triangle are proportional to each other, that means they are same ratio, the side of the other triangle, then their corresponding angles are equal, hence the two triangles are similar. Means converse of the previous theorem, because they are stated all the angles are equal, then the sides are in the proportion. Here it is stated all the sides are in proportion, then you can prove the angles are equal. Okay, you can easily prove. Suppose this is ABC and this is PQR. Clear? So if I say AB by suppose PQ, then BC by QR and CA by RP. Okay, so I maintain a ratio order. You see, A, then B, then C. So we can write triangle ABC similar to triangle. See here, PQ, QR, RP. So means we can write PQR. So we can say triangle ABC similar to triangle PQR. But if I write like that, BA by QP equals to AC by RQ equals to CB by QP. Then we have to say BAC, triangle BAC similar to triangle QRP. So remember this order. How will we are writing the order? There is nothing random order. There is a particular order. You have to focus on it, like BA, AC and CB. So there is different kind of multiple question asked in your board. So you have to understand how we are writing this order. BAC means BA, AC, CB. QP, QR. Sorry, QP. This could be PR. A mistake. And RQ. RQ. Yes. So QPR. So it should be QPR. There is a big mistake. Okay. So triangle BAC is similar to triangle QPR. Triangle QPR. This could be the correct order. Next theorem. So 6.5 says that if one angle of a triangle is equal to angle of other triangle, then the sides including these angle are proportional. Then two triangle are similar. Obviously, so means if one angle of two triangle QR, suppose angle B of triangle ABC and angle Q of PQ are equal to each other, then it says that their corresponding side, including side means this correspond means AB and BC. The angle B include the sides AB and BC, and angle Q include the side PQ and QR. You can say QP or QR. So means first condition is that if angle B equals to C and angle 2 AB by PQ equals to BC by QR. If these two conditions is satisfied, then you can say these two triangle ABC similar to triangle PQR. So this is the theorem here. So we have covered this theorem. Based on this theorem, we have to solve all the questions in the exercise. So in the next video, we will discuss the NCERT example 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, because these examples are very, very important in your board exam. That's why you have to also understand these examples also. Till then, keep practice and keep learn. Tata and bye.